Hello, welcome back, and thank you for liking my last video or comment my last video, so I still can continue telling the story about Mr. Gordon and the magical dust, part 2. Okay, let's continue. Michaelius was standing in front of Melody and said, "My name is Captain Michaelius, and many call me the unstable captain. I've been sailing this ocean for hundreds of years. What's your name, little girl?" I said, "My name is Melody, and I've been gone since as long as I can remember, but now I'm alive and looking for the magical dust. We agreed to work together to find this bird and catch back the magical dust, so he can wish to have the biggest treasure in the world, and I can deliver the magical dust back to the forest smartest. Yeah. But I have a name called Unstable, not feel safe. But I feel I don't have any option. We were sailing for days and looking for this bird. But suddenly, out of the blue, Captain Michaelius wanted a banana. So then he turned the boat around, leave Norway, Scandinavia, and go to Brazil. Because in Brazil they have the sweetest banana. But I was thinking, how can I find this bird there? Yeah, but I was wrong. When we reached the Brazil, I saw this bird with a small bag of the magical dust. Oh, I took some bread and thinking he won't eat from me because he looked a little hungry, this bird. Yeah. And he will come closer to me. Yeah. I can look at Michaelius. He was staring at me. The whole crew was staring at me. Hope, can I catch the bird? Yeah. And the bird come closer to me, and we can see everyone. Will he eat from my hand? And can I catch it? Because it's not so easy to catch a bird. No. I have to go slowly in my hand, and suddenly, boom! I hear a gunshot. Yeah, I cannot see the bird. Only I can see the feather was falling from the sky. And I look at Captain Michaelius. He was smiling. He was laughing. He's not unstable. He's kinda loco, eh? Shooting the bird. I'm almost catching it. But where is the magical dust? Maybe he blew the magical dust up in pieces. But when I look at Captain Michaelius, he was holding in his hand the magical dust. He was more laughing. Now he had the magical dust too. And now he can wish for the biggest treasure in the world. But he remembered, not everyone can make a wish. Maybe he cannot make a wish and he become a dust. But he don't want to give the magical dust to me, because maybe I will wish I will go away from him. So he was thinking how he can trust me. Because he don't trust no one. No. So I have to convince him. I remember long time ago, I saw the biggest treasure in the world. So I had to tell him, I can show you the way, and then you can give me the magical dust back. He said, okay, if you can show me the way to the biggest treasure in the world, he not had to wish for it, then he can give me back the magical dust. But the way to the biggest treasure in the world is far away from Brazil. We have to go to Indonesia. Yeah. So we had to cross the Atlantic Sea, the Indian Sea, to reach there. But on the way, Michaelius suddenly wanted to see the penguin. So we go to Sao Paulo. And then he wanted to see the kangaroo. And then we go to Australia. There was always something with Michaelius. But I always have to convince him, you want to see the biggest treasure in the world, yeah. And I can have the magical dust because I really want it. Because now I've been away for a long time. I don't remember. For many weeks I've been in the ocean. So I got started to get really tired, yeah. But when we reached Indonesia at the end, I told Michaelius, we have to go to the mountain, the big volcano. Yeah, it's a dead volcano, but we have to go there. But Captain Michaelos, he don't want to leave his boat. So he was thinking, how can I fix my boat to be a airplane? So he took big balloon filled of helium, so the boat was like lifting up, yeah, and a bigger sail so he can control the wind, and we was flying, yeah. We were flying up to this big volcano, yeah. After a while, we was landing inside the big volcano. Inside the big volcano was a small volcano. It looked like a little live, yeah. And I told him we had to go around and look for this big rock. It looked like an egg, yeah. There's the entrance for the biggest treasure in the world. We was looking and looking, and we don't find nothing. And Michaelis was wondering, maybe I'm tricking. And he feel, you have to go the plank. Yeah. But he don't remember we was in the land, we was not in the ocean. So I said, no problemo, I will not drown. I can go the plank, yeah. And I will only fell on the ground. Okay, so I was starting to go the plank, yeah. He was like pushing me, yeah, you have to go, you have to go. You know, the pirates always love this, I don't know why, yeah. But suddenly, off the nowhere, from the sky, come this big bird. It was like a king eagle, yeah. His wing was made of gold. It was blinding us. And Captain Michaelos had to wear his sunglasses on, like octopus, yeah. Not get blind. But all the crew and me, I get so blind, I can see nothing. And the big bird was screaming, who are you guys? What are you doing here? And this magical dust don't belong to you, Captain Michaelos. Oh. What should we do now? What happened to us? I think we are gonna end this video now. So, who is this big eagle? Yeah. What do you want for us? He looked like a guardian of the treasure. So, you have to like this video. Yeah. So I can still continue telling the story. That will be the last episode of the story, yeah. Then we are finished with the whole story of Mr. Gordon and the magical dust. Okay, see you in the next one.